Sagittal cogs in a split stance, pretty much the same as doing it in a parallel stance. Slightly different because in the split stance we may travel the body forward and backwards just to experience what it's like to move onto one foot and off another. So with the sagittal cogs, if you haven't done this one before, this is where you're tilting the pelvis forward. The ribs are going to tilt back, the spine is going to extend, and the head stays nice and level. Then the pelvis is going to tilt backwards, tucking the tailbone down, lifting the forward portion. The spine flexes and the ribs tilt forward. So when the pelvis goes forward, the ribs tilt back. When the ribs tilt forward, the pelvis tilts back. They move in opposition. So in a split stance with one leg forward, one leg back, I'm going to just explore what that motion is like. So as I travel forward, I'm going to go into an anterior tilt. So my belly button is going to try and drop toward the toes. The front of my pelvis, where my fingers are going to start heading south, while my thumbs, wrapped around the backside, begin traveling upward or north. And then as I shift my weight back, I bring myself back to neutral or a posterior tilt. As I travel forward, tilt the pelvis forward. As I come back, tilt the pelvis back. On that trip forward, as the pelvis goes forward, it would send my rib cage forward as well, unless I opposed it and tilted back. And then my head stays level, and you'll see the distance between my chin and my chest are quite close. As the pelvis tilts back, rib cage tilts forward, I go into flexion. The distance between my chin and my chest increases. So what is that like? Can I get that motion down? Can I get the pelvis to tilt as I load into the forward leg? Get my rib cage to stay on top of my pelvis as I go forward, and keep my head above my shoulders, and then come on back out of it. At no point in time do I want to be leaning back to try and engage this or leaning over it, but I just want to stay nice and tall. Can I keep my head over my shoulders? Can I keep my shoulders over my hips? Can I coordinate these movements and still stay stacked with the majority of my body right over my hips? It will be a coordination aspect to this, and it will be muscle memory perhaps. It'll be giving yourself an experience that maybe you haven't experienced for some time, if ever. But be sure to assess before moving, do the motion, reassess. What's the outcome?